You are about to listen to the words of Fethullah Gulen, a distinguished Islamic scholar and thinker. In this podcast, you will hear his essay, Preparation for Salah.
Because of the blessed and extraordinary nature of Salah in God's sight, the works done in the way of Salah are also counted as if they were a part of the Salah. Anything done in pursuit of an important task is as precious as the task itself, for the intention of a believer is better than their deeds. We rely on God Almighty's infinite mercy on this issue and say, from the istibra, ceasing of impurity, we made in preparation for Salah to the steps we take on the way to the location of prayer. All relevant acts will be evaluated like Salah and earn us rewards due for Salah. The Messenger of God states, as long as any one of you is waiting for the prayer, he is considered to be actually praying. Another prophetic narration is as follows. While sitting under a tree with his friends next to him, Salman of the companions takes a piece of branch in his hand and begins to shed its leaves by shaking it, and then says to those next to him, "Will you not ask why I am doing this?" When those near him ask why, he answers thus, "The messenger of God also did so and asked whether we would not ask why he was doing that. And when we asked why, he answered as follows. When a Muslim makes ablutions properly and then goes to observe Salah, like these leaves are being shed, his or her sins too will be shed." From the moment a believer sets out for any location of prayer or to a mosque, although they have not begun observing Salah yet, they are counted as being spiritually in Salah. God's messenger expressed this situation plainly in another hadith. Accordingly, one night God asked the prophet whether he knew what those in the Supreme Assembly are competing for. When the prophet replied he did not, God let him know what is happening in the heavens and earth. Then he asked the same question to the prophet again. This time the prophet replied in the affirmative and said that they were competing for the deeds which increase a person's rank and deeds which become atonement for sins. Those that serve as atonement are walking for observing Salah, making ablutions thoroughly during intense cold, and waiting for the next prayer after having observed one. Whoever continues these lives upon goodness and dies upon goodness. Concerning sins, the person attains a purified state as if newly born. Accordingly, waiting for the next Salah after having observed one is an important point among those in the highest heavenly assemblies. From the moment when a servant intends for worship, it means that the person has stepped into worship. The steps taken on the way to and from the mosque have a distinct merit because mosques are blessed places where worship, supplications, petitions, and sincere intentions rise to God. Observing Salah at home instead of the mosque might deprive the worshiper of both observing Salah in the proper sense and the 27-fold more rewards that would come when observed with other fellow worshippers instead of alone. The tribe of Banu Salima was located on the outskirts of Medina. As it was difficult for them to come to the mosque in time for Salah, they feared they would miss out from the Prophet's teachings. So they decided to move near the mosque. When the messenger heard about their decision, he told them to remain in their present neighborhood and said, "Don't you take into consideration the reward due for the steps you take while coming to the mosque?" They remained where they lived. Muslims are expected to observe Salah in the masjid, all oriented towards the Kaaba, the mosque of God. Mosques serve as signposts on earth, pointing to the direction that leads worshippers to God. Therefore, the prayers observed in congregation are counted among those observed near the Kaaba. The Kaaba, a mosque commanded by God, serves as the central point. The other mosques in the periphery align their pulpits and direction towards the Kaaba, the house of God. Given that all of us are not able to observe our Salah at the Kaaba all the time, by attending masjids in close proximity, which are Kaaba's counterparts throughout the earth, we can hope to gain rewards as if we observed our Salah there.
You You have just listened to the words of Fethullah Gulen, brought to life through an AI-generated voice. Known for his teachings on faith, interfaith dialogue, peace, and education, Mr. Gulen also inspired the Hizmet movement, a global initiative that promotes democracy, human rights, equality, and nonviolence. To learn more about Fethullah Gulen and the Hizmet movement, visit fethullahgulen.com.